There was once a man who reached a point where he believed his life was already over. His name was Ethan. At 34 years old, Ethan had nothing, no savings, no career, no confidence, just a small rented room, unpaid bills, and a mind full of regret. Every night he worked as a cleaner in an office building, while successful people left the building at 6 p.m. with smiles and plans for the future. Ethan arrived with a mop and bucket. He cleaned their desks, he emptied their trash, and sometimes, when no one was watching, he would sit in one of their chairs and whisper to himself, "How did my life become this?" Years ago, Ethan had dreams. He wanted to build something. He wanted to make his mother proud. But life slowly crushed those dreams. Bad decisions, lost opportunities, fear. And now he felt stuck in a life he hated. One night, something happened that broke him completely. While cleaning the CEO's office, Ethan saw a framed photo on the desk. The CEO was standing beside his elderly mother, both of them smiling. The words under the photo said, "Everything I do is for her." Ethan stared at the photo for a long time. Then he pulled out his phone and called his own mother. The phone rang and rang, but no one answered. Then he remembered something that hit him like a punch in the chest. His mother had passed away 2 years earlier, and he never gave her the life she deserved. Ethan sat on the office floor and cried quietly in the dark building, not because he was poor, but because he felt like he had wasted his life. At 4:30 that morning, after finishing work, Ethan walked home through empty streets. The city was silent. Cold wind moved through the road. No cars, no people, just him. As he walked past a small park, he noticed something strange. An old man was sitting on a bench reading a book. At 5 a.m., curious, Ethan walked closer. The old man looked up and smiled. "You look like a man carrying a heavy life." Ethan laughed bitterly. "You have no idea." The old man closed his book and said calmly, "Then maybe it's time you start a new life." Ethan shook his head. "I'm too late." The old man smiled again. "Do you know what time it is?" Ethan checked his phone. 5 a.m. The old man pointed to the quiet sky slowly turning blue. "Most people think a new life begins with money, but it actually begins with a morning like this." Then he said something Ethan would never forget. "If you want to rebuild your life, start by owning your mornings." The old man gave Ethan a challenge. Wake up at 5 a.m. every day for 90 days. No excuses. During that time, Hour 1, build your future. Learn a skill that can change your life. Hour 2, build yourself. Exercise, read, think, and plan. Your life will not change in a single day, the old man said. But if you win your mornings, you will win your life. The first week was brutal. Ethan's body hated the alarm. His mind whispered every morning, "Just sleep." But he refused to quit. Every day at 5 a.m. he studied online. Business skills, computer skills, financial knowledge. At 6 a.m. he ran slowly through the quiet streets. Sometimes he wanted to give up. But slowly, something began to change. After 30 days, he felt stronger. After 60 days, he felt confident. After 90 days, he was a different person. One day at work, Ethan noticed a company struggling to organize their data. Using the skills he had learned during those early mornings, he created a simple system to fix it. The managers were shocked. "Who made this?" Ethan slowly raised his hand. "Me." That moment changed his life. He was promoted, his salary increased, but the biggest change was not the job. It was the person he had become, disciplined, focused, confident. Years later, Ethan became a successful manager in that same company. But every morning, even when he didn't need to, his alarm still rang at 5 a.m. because he understood something powerful. The morning he woke up at 5 a.m. was the morning his life started again. And maybe tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., your life could begin again too. The only question is this: when your alarm rings, will you hit snooze, or will you wake up and start building the life you deserve? If this story inspired you, type 5 a.m. success in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs motivation today, and subscribe to this channel for more powerful, life-changing stories every week. Your future might be waiting on the other side of 5 a.m.